Hello. I was just looking for my pajamas and I couldn't find them. Oh, I suppose I'm going to have to stream in clothes today like a normal adult. Oh, disgusting. All right, how's everyone? Hello. Who's here? Where are we?
I'm here.
Shut up. Sorry, I'm just feeling. I'm feeling sassy / abusive today. What's different? Oh my god, we've got the whole gang here. We've got everybody. Elaine, Paul, Nick, Carrie's asleep.
Carrie.
Apparently. Andrea, hello. Nick, hopefully I can remain hiding in my corner at work, relatively undisturbed. Yeah, just don't do what Moosh does and start cackling to yourself. It might give the game away. Art Graphic, good to see you again. Zakir. Munira. Reese. Raquel. Hey, buddies. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look. Poppy and Blue, all fancy moderator.
Oh.
Did I say hi, Elaine? I think I did.
You
If not...
Hi to me.
No, I didn't. Hi. If I didn't hi again, Elaine, you get double hello. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one as well. Yeah, so basically, I think if you're in the Discord, I was just saying that thumbnail design is one of those things that I absolutely love and hate. I've got that very much love-hate relationship. And I'm constantly struggling between designing something that I like from a design point of view and something that actually is going to perform on YouTube. And thumbnails and titles and the way I package my content up is definitely something where I need to improve. I put a lot of time and have put a lot of time in over the last 10 years getting better at YouTube. You know, your lighting, audio's okay, but you know, there's all the different aspects of being a creator on YouTube. And thumbnails, I've just never quite got it right. You know, having that recognizable style, having some consistency, but not being too rigid that, you know, it gets boring. And yeah. So I thought, well, what better way to do it than to just do a live on thumbnail design? And you can see how I approach it anyway, and hopefully yell out loads of useful tips and things, or like, because ultimately my videos are for you guys to watch. So who better to ask than you lot, eh? Hello, Moosh. Mooshy Moosh.
You're late, Dan.
Shut up. I'm never late.
He's always late to everything.
I might not be, this is true. I might not be too chatty as I'm recovering from a stomach bug. Oh no.
No.
Oh, that's rubbish. Honey and garlic. Does that work for stomach or is that... No. I was recommending that to Afif earlier. And then Kerry said something about Hungarian bull's blood, which apparently is red wine.
Yeah.
Apparently. I'm not sure if I believe him though. Kerry, maybe your dad told you it was red wine. Secret family recipe. Oh, funny. Side-eye Dansky. Look, Andrea, I've had enough side-eye today. I can't take any more. One side-eye dog meme and I'm tipping over the edge. It's going to be too much. Oh, that bloody dog. That dog is like synonymous with you now. It's just every time I see that bloody dog, it's like, oh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Come on, calm down. You are all bloody beautiful.
Yeah.
Does that include me as well?
You're just like an array of gold.
Chaos.
Gold.
I'll take gold. Okay, so you lot are beautiful and I am a ray of gold.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I think that definitely elevates me.
Ginger gold.
No, you ruined it now.
You are
Right.
the Messiah.
All right, come on. It's time for work now. If you've got nothing productive to contribute to this session, please leave out the back. All right, I'm going to put some trivium on. Trivium. I started listening to these 20 years ago. Any Trivium fans or just me?
Nah. Sleep token.
Shut up. She won't stop going on about Sleep Token. It's getting relentless. Oh yeah, it sucks, Moosh. At least you're better today, and then tomorrow, hopefully, you'll be able to kick it by tomorrow. Oh no. Kerry says check the Discord, Poppy.
The bull's blood.
He's not saying check the. He's not saying check the Discord, Dan. He's saying check the Discord, Poppy, as if it's some sort of secret that I'm not allowed to see.
Bull's blood.
Oh no. All right. Hopefully catch you in a bit, Nick. Hey, Schofield. Right. So these are some thumbnails that I'm currently working on. So this one here. This might look familiar. This is the latest video that went up on YouTube. And what I'm trying to do at the moment is be a bit smarter with my time. And a lot of these streams where we spend hours covering something, I'm trying to take those 3, 4, 5, 6 hour streams and condense that into content for YouTube, slice it up, you know, because there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of value in things that we go through in the streams, but it's just so long. Not everyone wants to do a 2.5 hour stream to get the good stuff. So what I'm trying to do is slice that up into, you know, 5, 6 minute bits of content for the people who just want to get the source, basically. So that was the first thumbnail, and I've been experimenting with other thumbnail ideas, but I really do need some feedback because, like I say, I fight with the wanting it to look good design wise, but it's got to be clickable and it's got to be like a high performance thumbnail as well, because otherwise there's no point making all these videos and putting all this time into teaching for, you know, fewer people to watch the content. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not looking for hundreds of thousands of views, but definitely want to try and reach as many people as I can, you know, obviously because, you know, you get more views and then it exposes more people to my courses as well. So these are kind of a few that are in progress. So if you're a regular, these will probably look familiar. We've got the before and after here. This is a version here that I was trying. So this is based on the example Kerry posted. It's one of Benny's, where he's got like him, you've got the screen on an angle. So I'm kind of trying to mimic that and see if I can get something that I actually like. But I don't know. Obviously, I don't want to copy Benny's thumbnails because that would just cause absolute chaos and be a bit lame. But I'm definitely trying to, I guess you could say, imitate before I go and innovate. Yeah. So I've got Benny's somewhere here. Let me grab it just to show you what I'm, you know, obviously I'm not going for the same like, oh my God, shock factor. And he's got like a bit more of a playful font, whereas I want something a little bit more serious. But he's got the core elements, you know. He's got good photo of him, well lit, expression, Photoshop UI, the design itself. Not a lot of text. It's not hard to understand what's happening here. So it's real 2 or 3 words pointing at something, a bit of mystery, and then the thumbnail, like the Photoshop icon, so you know it's Photoshop. So on some level, it's like there's a lot of elements, but actually when you just look at it at a glance, it's very easy to understand, I think, anyway.
Very blue.
Hey?
His eyes are very blue.
Yeah, so he's heavily Photoshopped himself. So I think a lot of this lighting here is natural. He's pretty good at green screening himself and photographing. But what he's done, he's blued his eyes. He's adjusted, obviously, the levels. Probably added a few more dramatic highlights around the edge. And then blurred his jumper. You can see here. His face is in focus, but everything around his neck is unnaturally blurred. And that is to put more focus on him. So it just, I've done it on mine. I'll show you. A little bit like that, but then around here as well. So the artwork is in focus, but as you get further out to the edges, they do blur a little bit. Yes, Schofield, my I've got 4 courses now, technically, 3 mains and a mini course. You get the mini course with the main ones, if that makes sense. So yeah, the Photoshop Masterclass is the one that's just gone live. KDD, can we chat GPT for your image? Yeah, if you want to, you go for it. If you want to grab a screenshot and chat GPT it. By the way, if anyone does want to have a go at a thumbnail or screenshot what I'm doing or AI in my face or whatever and throw it in the Discord, honestly, the more help, the better. Like I genuinely need some help with this. Because it's one of those things. I like designing thumbnails, but like I really do wrestle with myself a lot. It drives me insane to some level. So it'd be nice to kind of have a consistent style as well. So when people are browsing on YouTube and they see my, whether it's my silly face pop up or whatever it is, there's something recognizable that it's like, oh yeah, it's a Dansky video. Whereas if I go to my template, you know, some of these could be me, but some of them like this, they could easily not. Do you know what I mean? And all the YouTubers I watch consistently, they have a very consistent style. And I think that's just something that I've always lacked. By the way, if anyone wants this template, just let me know and I'll chuck it in the Discord. It's what I use for designing thumbnails. So there's like a dark mode version as well, which is a good sort of test at the end. As you can see with the Pokeball, going dark mode versus light mode, it's quite a lot different. I know, Moosh. What have I done? Yeah, well, we're probably, I mean, you know, Paul's here, so we're probably going to end up with a cheesy thumbnail, quite literally. Doesn't really stand out. Yeah. And the thing with this as well, this is the thing that's really hard and arguably frustrating, is like this was a pretty insane transformation. This and my I think if you were on the stream before, my students sent me this one and they were like, I'm not happy with it. How can I improve it? Even I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to turn out this good. Like it's insane, but it's not difficult. It's actually just a few key steps that they missed out. I mean, obviously, like, you know, we did a lot of AI on the hair and we drew some hairs as well. The drawing the hairs is more, that is trickier, and I cover that in my Photoshop masterclass. But the main issues here were to do with, aside from the hair, to do with compositing. There were some fundamental mistakes, and it's like trying to wrap that up in a video. Like, you know, it's all very well me going, oh, this video is insane. Like, you get these things right and it will make your Photoshop work a million times better. But it's how do you convey that in a thumbnail? And so you got the before and the after, and I don't know, maybe that works, but on the before and after, you may need to make the before even worse. Exactly. Yeah, I have done that before. You know, because I can see the difference looking at it up close, but the reality is people are going to be seeing it at this size. So sometimes you have to tweak a few things to make it look worse at that smaller thumbnail size. Just so at a glance, the transformation is more, you know, stark. So where did I get to? Yeah, that was one. In fact, actually, yeah. I think there's a few different ones. Yeah, so I've gone with the split from this to this. And then I started getting a bit too, yeah. And then I ended up with something like that. So that's what I was working on before I suddenly realized, shit, I need to get back and stream. It's quite getting into that one. But I don't know, there's, yeah, even this is a lot going on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I quite like the picture of me on the side. I think that's the one I normally use for the streams. And on this one as well, this one's not too bad. I've tried to blend me into the scene as well. So I've done, obviously, that's normal me. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I've tried to do some color correction. So I'm color balanced into the scene itself. That'd be a good idea, Paul. The cheese. Oh dear, it did get a bit out of control. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan. I prefer to have the italicized text as well. When you rotate, this type of italicized text, it can look a bit weird. Unless, I guess, you match it to the edge of the artboard. So it's kind of skewed, but going up. That could work. I mean, that could look kind of cool, I suppose. And introducing those angles can make things visually interesting. You know, a lot of times on YouTube, thumbnails are just square boxes. So as soon as you throw angles into anything, whether it's a design or a thumbnail, it can add a bit of visual interest. It is Bebas Neue Pro. Sophia Sans, S-A-N-S, is a very similar one. If I think that's a Google font as well. The foreground of the thumbnails looks great. I mean, and this is probably a stupid question. Should there be a Photoshop icon? You know? Where is it? I definitely had one. I've lost it. I definitely did have one. Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm being an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, so my own sort of style of Photoshop one. There is the app, the official app icon as well. I mean, if I could, I'd get away with having my own style. I think it's recognizable. Oh, thank you, Schofield. Yeah, yeah, it seems obvious when you say it, Elaine. Yeah, you're right. Because my content is very split on the channel, isn't it? It's almost like, how is that even a question? Saying it out loud. Of course, you got to have the bloody icon on there. Include an icon. Okay, right. This is good. This is good. Yes. Oh my goodness, Elaine. Overthinking is like an understatement when it comes to thumbnails. And the amount of time I spend on thumbnails is almost equal to the time it takes to record and produce a video. It's stupid. Okay, right. So we've got icon. My next question is, I want it to have like this icon. I want to have my own icons that I can kind of, if I've got a dark background, I can have a nice gradient. So it's kind of my unique own Photoshop icon. But then there's the official Photoshop icon. I'd like to try and get away with my own icons because it kind of becomes my sort of thumbnail style. Maybe between that and the font, it becomes more recognizable, you know, without necessarily needing my face. Because we could get rid of that. Kind of let the artwork do a bit more of the work. Where's the before, actually? There should... Oh, hang on, I've got the wrong version. Let me find it. Yeah, this is the one. And in terms of color as well, like orange is my brand color, but then when you've got like orange here, it doesn't really stand out. So maybe using a color from the image. I think this kind of complements the darker colors and it fits with the image a bit more. And it doesn't lock me into, you have to use orange in every blooming thumbnail, you know? So we could. Oops. What am I doing? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is a cool trick as well. I'll show you this. So I'm not a massive fan of shadows. You can add strokes to text, but I just oh, I'm not a fan. Please don't make me do that. I know maybe it stands out, but I just don't like it. So what I do instead is I try and do this. So I've just kind of brushed in like a bit of blue and then used a soft light blending mode and then done it again with a multiply. So by darkening the background behind the text, you make the text stand out. And then also the moon background, I've actually added a camera raw filter with a blur. So that was the original. Obviously the text standing out makes it harder there. Whereas by adding the blur, again, it makes the text have more clarity against the background. And it's just a way of doing it so you don't have to throw down drop shadows and strokes on the text. The bottom left corner. Sorry, what was that, Reese? Was that the Photoshop icon? I feel like normally on a lot of videos they exist top left or top right. I was thinking top right actually, because I always find the icon collides or it gets in the way of the text. Whereas if I could stick it over here and have it not cover anything, like on YouTube, I have this whole space to play around with the text then. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes this goes on to 3 lines and it might be like, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then it collides with the icon and it just gets awkward. But then it's kind of like, you know, you got the artwork here. Should there be, like on a lot of my thumbnails that perform well, the before and after approach does usually do quite well. Even if I don't really like it. Get your face in there. Oh, it's not gone right, is it? Close my files down. Right, you can go away. Yeah, so I guess here I could follow the contours of the bow a bit. So oops, not like that. Yeah, so we're aligning to something in the shot. So you're getting that before and after in, but I don't know. Use my own. Is that the icon, Reese? Ah, yeah. So, well, it's difficult because there's no title to give it context. So, it might say 21 pro tips, but the title, what is it on YouTube? Yeah, I'll just link the channel. Okay, so I may be testing titles at the minute, but master these 21 game-changing Photoshop secrets. So there's like full context in the title. Let me just write that down because I forget. Master these 21 game-changing Photoshop secrets. Yeah, so that's the title. Let's just stick that up there in red. Just in case I forget. Oh, nice. Good luck. What job are you interviewing for? To me, the paint doesn't stand out that well, but it could be just how it looks through the screen. Yeah, it's trying to get a color or some contrast in there or something. I mean, maybe following could do gradients. That might be quite nice. I have this gradient that I've got saved for my app icons, but also my sometimes I use it for text as well. Yeah, see that doesn't stand out. That does, but maybe a pink version of that. Don't ask why it's duplicated. It's a really stupid Photoshop bug that every time I selected save gradient, it duplicates it. It's really ridiculous, and I hope Adobe fix that soon. Or maybe it's already been fixed, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think to that, Paul? Something like that? So you got solid and then little gradient. Yeah, okay, thank you, Elaine. Better. Originally had your head there, so bottom left. Made sense. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to not have my face in the thumbnails. I think if I did like a proper photo shoot and I had a suite of images, I was like, oh, these are good photos. Yeah, but I just hate photos of my bloody face. I can't stand those. I'm sick of those thumbnails that are just like, I'm so like, it's been done. Like, let's all just calm down, you know? But it's tricky. It's hard. It's trying to balance, thumbnails that are clickable and that perform well with the design side of it. With the title as well, a lot of I guess you could say YouTube gurus or whatever, just people in general, will say that you shouldn't really repeating what's already in the title is kind of almost like a waste. Like you could put something on the thumbnail that complements the title. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just repeating, So if the title said, 21 pro tips in Photoshop, having 21 pro tips on the thumbnail It's almost like a wasted opportunity. Let's try something else. Oh, let's step out my comfort zone. You see, I got a bit more space here to work with. I like how... Oh, hey, Nick, you're back. Yes. All right, let me catch up. I wonder if it makes sense to have something like to upscale your Photoshop skills under the 21. Yeah, I did used to have on some of my older thumbnails, I kind of had my main title and then I would have the app underneath. I had the app underneath instead of the app icon. So I suppose if you've got the icon there, I feel like that's always going to be more recognizable than having more written text. Yeah, so I've definitely experimented with this. And yeah, I think if you're scanning my whole channel, for example, you could very quickly, instantly almost decipher between the Photoshop and the Illustrator videos with just the icon. And if the icon's in a consistent place, it makes scanning even easier. But I did used to have like a line of supporting text underneath. Yeah, it's so difficult. Even using ChatGPT to make suggestions of 3 individual words. Thank you, bro. Is trying to cook. I think bro is cooking a ready meal at the moment, but hopefully we can get to a 3-course.
Who?
What?
What?
Oh, I'm cooking a ready meal.
A ready meal? No, we're getting goat wings.
We are. Oh, to celebrate goat wings, 99% of all courses. Can we do a goat wings promo on my site at the checkout? Enter the code goat wings. Calm down. Let's all calm down. It's getting out of control. Tell you what, goat wings, they better set me up with that sponsorship soon, because I'm gonna have to have a word.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, what's going on? How much fried chicken do I need to buy to get sponsored by you guys? God, that'd be so funny. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Moosh? Master No 21, yes. Bebas Neuer. And then I'll put the alternative, Sophia Sands. The first one's an Adobe font, and the next one, I'm pretty sure it's a Google font. Yeah, I think contrast is key as well. I mean, that'll probably come as a shock and won't be a shock to anyone, but yeah.
Dan,
Yes.
do you agree that she looks like Moosh?
Who?
The character. From the side, I really think she looks like Moosh.
No.
I think it does.
Well, to be fair, I've not seen a side. I've not seen a side profile picture of Moosh. I don't think.
No, it's got like her nose and everything.
Moosh, if you could just grab your longbow and and put your tribal garb on and tie your hair in a double ponytail and just grab us a side shot by the moon, that would be absolutely banging. Colleagues at work, like, what? Is that a weapon?
On it.
I don't know. Maybe in the state of Michigan, maybe it's illegal to bring a longbow into work. I don't know. Is that under the Second Amendment? Longbows? Probably it's probably fine. Right. We need to sort this text out. Master No 21. Oh dear, we gotta do a Gert. Oh, we should 100% do like a Gertwings promo stream. That would be so funny. We'd have to master it now. Yes, Elaine, thank you. We'd have to go and get some Gertwings to photograph it first. Master it now, master them all. It's like kind of gotta catch them all, giving me Pokemon vibes. Or master would probably be bigger. Do do do. Yeah, so you've got more space over here, so you can really squeeze a bit more space out of it. This is a really cool tip actually. If you are working on thumbnails, go to. He's got to remember where it is now. Do 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 do. What's the damn thing? Arrange. I always go to workspace. It's under arrange. Okay, so you can open up a new window for this file, and then we could change this to that sort of size. And then if we go, let's go 2 up vertical. So I've got the same file open, but I can preview it at different sizes. So that's probably my YouTube thumbnail size, like the size I would actually see it at. So I can work on this one and then see how it's actually going to look as a thumbnail without having to zoom in or out. So kind of, I think I had my text here before, but it's like, make the text bigger, master it now. Because sometimes you might sort of, and I do this as well, I have the text at a more acceptable size, but actually you want it bigger on the thumbnail. And then I could move the character over a bit. And you see there, I can squeeze even more size out of this text now. I don't want it like over the character or like that or anything. Master it now! Exclamation mark. I mean, I guess ultimately, would you click this? You know, I know a lot of you are into Photoshop. You know, if this popped up on your home feed alongside everything else, would you click it? And then what could we do with the now? Could change the color of the now, I suppose. Yeah, the contrast there is not ideal. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, a way you can check contrast as well is just a black and white layer. So, I mean, some people will tell you that a good thumbnail is obviously simple, but has high contrast. So here, if I change that to like a pink, you could see when I make everything black and white, the contrast is pretty crap. You know, it's not like a hard and fast rule to live by, but it's a pretty good thing you can just turn off and on and get a good read on contrast. Longbows are highly encouraged in the workplace. What do you? That's a really good question. What do you think works better, propositional sentences or questions? What would be a good example of a propositional? Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah. 21 things you should know. Do you know? That's a good question. I couldn't tell you. You know, that's the sort of thing I should be A/B testing. Um, it's just yeah, between everything, trying to find the time to do thumbnails and do them properly. It's one of those things that definitely, for many years, was much more of an afterthought, and now it's become an overthought. But yeah, that is an excellent question. In fact, I'm just going to write that down if you don't mind, because that is flipping brilliant. Gold star to use. Yeah. It's a clear CTA directly speaks to your audience with the Photoshop icon. Yeah, I think you're right actually, Elaine. This is amazing. Oh, I'm glad we're doing this. Thank you so much. This is so flipping helpful. Okay, yeah, I think what I need to do is I need to write down the absolutes. So the things that have to be, in fact, I'll write it down now, on every video, the non-negotiables. There has to be, if there's an app specific bit or if it's app specific, it's got to have an icon. So must have app icon. Write down the things that have to go on there. But then not have it so restrictive that it doesn't give me any room to be creative. So it must have the app icon. It must use Debus Neue font. And hopefully over time those things become recognizable and more synonymous with me without having to stick my face on it. Because I'd rather not. It's fine for the lives, but like, because everything is a design to me. This at the moment looks like a good design, even with the text as well. As soon as my face goes on there, I'm like, oh god, get it off. Goodness. Hey Stonk, how's it going? Long time no see, my friend. You probably mentioned this earlier. Are safe margins recommended for thumbnails or just maximize the space? Okay, so for anyone who's just joined, let me know if you do want this template. Just, bark at me in the Discord after the stream or just bark at me whenever, and I can make this template available. It's got things on it like the time thing. So obviously you don't want your text in the bottom right corner because it's probably going to get covered. I think I made this a few months ago. So it's got the rounded corners and everything. Might be slightly outdated, but it's got the text, the roboto and everything. And it's got a good sort of dark and light mode, so you can check. So yeah, if you want that, I can chuck that. The way I use this is you don't want to have multiple designs for every thumbnail in the document because you can end up with a stupid amount of layers and the file will just become horrific to work with. Instead, what I do personally is I have like my thumbnail design, and you can have version 1, 2, 3, 4, like what I'll do here now. Actually, this is a really good one. So we'll go V1, and then we'll work on a V2 with different text and messaging or whatever. And then this might go up to version 10 or 11, loads of different designs. And then I can place that in here as a linked file. And once you've got it in as a linked file, it keeps this template file really lean. So it's not going to blow up the file. And if I want to work on this thumbnail, I can just double click the linked file. Boom, it opens up the original straight away. It's just a much smarter way of working. Exactly, yeah, exactly, Paul. A different angle, if it works, would be, oh, what, master secrets, master 21 secrets, master these secrets. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, this would probably work as long as it's got like a darker background behind it. So I could kind of Photoshop that and fudge it a bit more to make it darker if I wanted to go with that sort of magenta and have it, you know, play off of the armor set a little bit. I used to do this when I worked at Clark's. I used to work for Clark's Shoes. You know, have you heard of the shoe company? I don't think they weren't massive in America, but they were in the UK. Elaine, Elaine and any other Brits, Paul, you guys will know Clark's Shoes, right? You know Clark's Shoes. It's not even a question. Everyone knows Clark's Shoes in the UK. But we did a lot of this, and there, for a lot of the designs, we were like pulling color from the product as an accent color, and it just helped tie the text and the imagery together. Okay, what would be the full thing then, Paul? So if I put secrets, what would you have as the other text? Yeah, exactly. It needs to be a consistent system, Raquel. So there need to be elements like the app icon and the font, but there needs to be. And this is where I get a bit too consistent. You know, my design style is very detail oriented, and I drive myself insane because I'm like, oh, the fonts have to be the same size between thumbnails, and it just gets a bit too much. Whereas it's kind of like, no, the fonts you should have some flexibility when you're designing, so it can look different and interesting each time people view your content, but it's recognizably yours, I think. And it'd be interesting as well. This is one thumbnail, but as you can see, the Pokeball is quite different. So it's kind of like if you are going to come up with a system, you then have to try and apply that system to another type of content. You know, so a logo design, for example. Obviously, this artwork looks visually impressive, but when you stick a logo in that, this sort of weird space, how does the logo look? Do you know what I mean? Singapore, nice. Can't say I've ever been to Singapore. What's it like? You probably need something like secrets or just 21 secrets. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, how can we do that? Okay, well we're doing a version 2, so let's just get creative. So 21. Oops. Might even turn the black and white layer on, you know. We don't need to even look at color at this point. 21 secrets. That preview on the right is so flippin' helpful. I feel like it needs a little bit more. Maybe tricks. A lot of my thumbnails do seem, or my content does perform well when it's like a multi-tip video. So if it's, you know, 10 logo design tips or 13 tips on how to cook the best sausage. I don't know. Those videos always perform really well, and the consistent thing between them is the big number in the thumbnail. That's just something I've noticed over time. So yeah, giant numbers. I mean, we could do 21 tips in. This might be a bit much, a bit higgledy-piggledy. 6. Mins. That is flipping mess. Oh, that is alright. That's a right dog's dinner. Goodness me, what on earth is that, Dan? Jeez. Got my kids' shoes from Clark's. They even gave me a photo for their first shoe fittings. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think they're definitely more known for kids' shoes. Like, I got my first pair of shoes from Clark's, I think, as well. Did our Leo got his? You're not even listening, eh? He just sat there watching something.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking to you, love. You carry on. Don't you worry.
Listening to sleep.
No, don't you worry, love. Just don't let me bother you.
What's happening?
Nothing's happening, love. You clearly got something more important to be doing.
Yeah, sleep token.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, Clark's.
What?
I was just saying, Leo's first shoes were Clark's, weren't they? I'm pretty sure
probably,
they. Yeah, exactly. Probably. I don't think we did with Eli.
No.
He just had like straw. He had to weave his own shoes at like 1
No,
year
he had,
old.
like, Nike.
Did he?
Nice Nike ones, yeah.
Oh, cool kid.
Was that it?
Yeah, you're dismissed.
All right, bye.
Bye. 21 same size and master, and next to it maybe 21 master maybe.
Ding, ding, ding. Go on, you got to dong the ding.
All right, we'll ding the dong. All right, what we doing? Have you got the link?
Oh yeah.
Are you ready? Oh, we'll roll the trailer. Okay, so yeah, if you're enjoying this, well, that's fantastic. But yeah, I also have courses for Photoshop and Illustrator. So if you do want to learn with me, I've got beginner to intermediate courses for Photoshop and Illustrator. Got the advanced Photoshop masterclass, which just launched, which I'm very excited about. And then we've got the Illustrator masterclass, which is next on the, I was going to say chopping block, but I think I meant docket, which is next on the docket. That's coming in a few weeks. And yeah, so I'll run a quick trailer now because everyone's poking me to promote the courses, the good marketers that you are, and then we'll get. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that is like the bundle, so you get everything. So it's like I don't even know what it is. Instead of like 500 quid, it's like 370 something or other.
But you can buy them individually as well.
You can buy them individually as well, but you save a stupid amount of money if you get the bundle with everything. So if you want to learn Illustrator or Photoshop, or you want a career in design, I can't recommend it enough. Obviously, I'm going to say that, but right. Aim for these 21 pro tips. Yeah, that is a typographical mess. So we'll get rid of that. And I'm going to open up this one as well. And we'll get a couple going side by side. What is that? That is version 1. So we need a version 2 there. So how's this new lovely format going to translate? Right. Let's copy that. And we'll just build this one out. So we've got the orange version there, which is kind of cool. Oh my goodness, so many layers. What is this disgusting mess? Oh, that's all the retouching, actually. I mean, yeah, you could do that. You could have the arrow. So if I save that, and this is another reason I like having this board as well, because it enables me to open up multiple thumbnail designs and design them at the same time. Yeah, so I guess, all right, so this is version 2, so we'll keep that, we'll put a pin in that one. We'll jump onto a version 3 that again has text on the left. So Pokeball. Yeah, so on the light back. No, we could have a dark background as well. We could have a dark background. Yes, we could do something like that. Now this video has not even got a title yet, so that needs to happen. So basically, why have I turned on Illustrator? You donut, Dan. You lemon. It's Photoshop. What you doing, you goon? There we go. Yeah, so this was really, the whole video was about shading. The beginning is in Illustrator, but the real, I guess the real value of the video is not just the Illustrator bit, it's how you can shade things to make them look either artistic or realistic. So there's that, like, before and after. Obviously with the before and the after, it doesn't leave a lot of space for text to go in. So it's whether you could just get away with that, or do you need an arrow to show the before and the after, or do you just show the after? And I just can't get it all in. It's just a bit too much. Or do you have the before kind of down here, and then you have like a little arrow kind of peeking round, maybe? There we go. Got the blue arrow. So we've got color coded arrows as well. I've come prepared, sort of. You know, so you could do something like that, maybe. They're the best courses in the world. I'm getting paid to say that. You're not getting paid to say that. You get back in the dungeon. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Nick. I think another thing with the courses as well is it's not just the course. You know, I'm not just going to throw a course at you and say, "There you go on, you get on with it now." Like I literally, and Nick, I think you can attest to this. Like I live in my DMs as well. So when people have questions, if students are stuck or have questions, it's like I'm there to support you as well. Like I actually give a shit, you know? Not that other course creators don't, but I genuinely care. Like if you're struggling with something, I will lose sleep over it. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, this is I kind of need another preview actually. So let's just we'll go new window for this one. Tile up vertically. Oh no, have I made things complicated now? Trying to tile. Could we go 3 up? Ah, yeah, there we go. probably could organize this a little bit better, but this will do for now. At least I can sort of see it, and I've got plenty of space over here still. So it's coming up with a title for that one as well, which I've not even thought about yet, which I probably should think about. Photoshop tricks got this. That's very good. That's good. That's good, Reese. I like that. Yeah. So I've not actually. I've kind of edited the video, but I've not done any voiceover or anything. So I don't know how many steps are in this one. It's pretty much draw the vector in Illustrator, add the shading, so shadows and highlights. So maybe the title could be something around, you know, master shadow. I'll start somewhere. Master shadows and highlights in Photoshop, and then obviously you need to try and make that more clickable. So I could even run it through ChatGPT. Video title, make more clickable and generate lots of different versions. Kind of almost want them to be under 60 characters, I think. Otherwise, on some devices, the thumbnail kind of gets cut off and you get the 3 ... dots. Or is it 70? I can't remember. Let's try 70 characters. Oh, this is a good one. Master shadows and highlights in Photoshop, beginner friendly. Yeah, so I suppose you've got to have the title kind of figured out to an extent. To be able to actually kind of know what the supporting text is going to be. Level up your Photoshop lighting. Okay, I'm just going to copy a few of these. We'll number them as well. So if you guys want to shout out which ones you think are the best. Or if you've got your own suggestions as well, honestly, shout them out. Gotta catch him all. And then Reese will be like, oh, how's it going, Dan? Oh, yeah, not too bad. Been sued by Nintendo for copyright infringement, but apart from that, you know, it's all good. I mean, yeah, it's clever, but I don't know if is it going to make sense. Got to catch them all. Got to learn them. Got to learn them all, or is that learn them all, or is that lame? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess it depends what the title. Oh, you're welcome, Nick. My pleasure. James Wells, how will that thumbnail look on mobile with the first image shrunk down? Well, exactly. Yeah, that is a very, very good point you raise. So, I mean, again, it's the position. So, well, I mean, maybe this one needs to be somewhere else. Maybe it needs to be over there. So you could just sort of squeeze a little bit more size out of it. And I suppose if it's on the right, not the left, I can get a bit more size out of the text as well. So I suppose, yeah, you could do something like that. I don't know what you think to that, or if it starts to get a bit messy. And then gotta learn them all. Do 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 do. Oh no, I know how I'm gonna do this. I might do them all the same size actually. Gotta. We'll see how it looks. Before I heard the title, I was thinking something about 3D. Since the thumbnail seemed to show flat to 3D. Yeah. Number 2 sounds to the point. Level up your Photoshop lighting in just 5 minutes. Yeah, I like that as well. It sounds good, but it's actually not clickbait either. I think it might be 6 minutes actually. I'll change that. It might be 6. I still need to finish the edit. But yeah, literally, it does deliver on that. So it's not clickbaity, but it is enticing. Yeah, I quite like that one as well, actually. And these titles are things I can A/B test. But if I was going to go with that, level up your Photoshop lighting in 6 minutes, what other ideas could I have for the text? So we'll stick a pin in that for now. This is what I do. I just go and make new versions. Every time there's like a main sort of like a point or a juncture where I'm going to kind of branch off and try something, I'll save a new version as like a checkpoint. From flat to that. Nice. From flat to fat with a PH. It's the story of my life. Do you know, I did a body composition the other day and I learned that I'm actually 43.9% fat. That's a true story as well. Fun little fact for you. 55% water, 43.9% body fat. It's like, okay. That's not ideal. Okay, in terms of the design, I'm absolutely loving the design of this one. But again, if we do the contrast test, maybe the background and the image could be different. So we could do like a light background with some dark text. So that'd be like another version, dark and then light. A lot of my light thumbnails, again, do perform very well. Having something simple on a light background like this. Maybe something about realistic lighting, just trying to think what I would search for. Yeah, so, right, okay, that's a good point you raised, Paul. So a lot of my content, I'm not really optimizing it for search. I'm optimizing it for the homepage on YouTube. So what I want is my content and my best performing videos, they all you're gonna get some people that do find it through search, and some people might search for Photoshop, some people might search for Dansky, and they get my content that way. But by far my best performing videos are the ones that end up on the homepage. So when you whip up YouTube and it just serves you up a bunch of recommendations, my video pops up there. And obviously the downside to that is you might be competing with the likes of, you know, Mr. Beast or MKBHD or whatever, or, you know, the big names on YouTube. So it's you have to kind of almost like fight to stand out in that sense. So it has to be like enticing, but I don't want it to be clickbaity, you know. So it's got to toe that line of looking eye-catching. That light background burns my eyes. Oh no. Sorry, eyes. Yes, I think I did look it up a while ago actually. We did I did look it up a while ago, and I think it was dark mode is more popular generally. So if you were going to go one way or the other, I would just factor in the dark mode side of things. So here you can see, yeah, it just completely jumps off the page with that light background. Exactly, Paul. Yeah, something so compelling you want to learn it there and then. That is literally it. So what I'm trying to do with a lot of, like I said before, like the videos that are learn, I don't know, 10 tools for logo design, those videos usually perform well. So what I'm trying to do is, and that's like a consistent theme on my channel, the multi-tip videos. I think people look at that and go, oh wow, that's a good return on my time investment. I can learn 10 tools in 6 minutes or whatever. So I'm trying to do more of that, you know. So when you're looking at it, weighing up whether to watch it, you're seeing the amount of stuff you're going to learn in a short space of time. Not sure why I've got the Illustrator thumbnail on there. Nope. So yeah, trying to make it look enticing, simple, but easy to understand as well. Like, and I think it's thinking about the aspects of the video as well. Like this Pokeball here very much looks like a drawn illustration. But I can't draw. I'm terrible at drawing. So is there a way to kind of lean on that angle and get that into the thumbnail as well? You know, like put no drawing skill required or something. Because I get a lot of people say all the time, you know, do you need to be able to draw to be a designer? And the answer is no, 100% not. Have you ever seen Dan shaved?
You seen what she's put in the Discord?
Oh God, who's what? Oh no!
Terrifying.
Oh my God! Shit! I have a blank canvas now to work on. Oh no! What the fuck is that? Good lord! It's horrific. Well, you just put me off ever shaving again.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh lord. What do you mean, Zakir? What's a heavy photo manipulation? What would that look like to you? I mean, to be fair, when we lived in Spain like 10 years ago, I shaved my head down, and you know, it wasn't the worst thing. It could have looked worse. I'm not even listening anymore. Put your headphones back in. You silly twat! You can't even hear me, can you? I could say whatever the hell I want now, and you wouldn't be none the wiser. Go on then. You sit in the Discord and try and think up something really clever to say. Yeah. You just get everyone to laugh at me like you normally do. Just constant abuse. That's what I have to deal with. Yeah, you still can't even hear me, can you? You've got no idea I could say anything about you right now. and you would be blissfully unaware. Yeah, look at you just sat there looking at the screen, pretending like you're actually doing something with your life.
Move that. Move that.
She is gonna slap me.
What's right, I'm looking back on the stream.
No, don't. Oh, I've been busted. Oh, got a mustache. Right, yes, Raquel. Okay, so I did the get shaved and the mustache thing before, and obviously it didn't quite turn out. It didn't quite turn out as expected. But if I committed to a proper full, like we're talking, English villain from a movie style mustache, that I could twizzle around my finger. I want to see, like, Reese. Reese has got a good mustache. Like a Reese stash. I want a Reese stash. Because I got to that point where it just wasn't long enough. I didn't fully commit to growing it.
Sounding like you're doing something, you're like, oh, go away.
All right, hang on. You need to put a pin in that. That's content right there. That's Instagram content. That's Reels short story content. Oh, right. So yeah, like advanced photo manipulation. Beads in the beard. Yeah, you could just grab a picture of Reese's mustache. I think there's a picture of Reese in the Discord he posted the other day, actually, if you scroll up far enough. And we'll use that as a reference and then just generate me. It's got to be ginger, mind, like a nice big ginger villainous mustache. Just as a reference, because I reckon it'd look alright, but Poppy's obviously scarred.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm just going to use that title. So level up your lighting in 5 minutes, and then in ChatGPT I could just type, I need text to go on the thumbnail to give me ideas. Ideally, just a few words. In fact, I'm going to actually upload a screenshot of the thumbnail and see if that helps it.
Oh my god, you're cheese. Paul's made you cheese again.
Say again?
Paul has made you cheese.
Paul, you promised that was the last one. Paul, what have you done? Okay. Does anyone else think that looks like a cross between me and is it Daniel from Bring Your Own Laptop?
I see Chris Doe.
No, I'm seeing more Daniel from Bring Your Own Laptop. He's another creator, Australian guy, I think. There we go. We got the restash. There you go, Raquel. Get to work. Yeah, literally, Moosh. Yeah, see, I think as well. I think Reese, because you've got darker hair, and it's thicker, and yeah. I think it really suits you, man. I think I need to, because my hair's lighter, I need it to be like, grow it more and make it thicker to have the same mustache clarity. Thicker. Well, you've all collectively put me off shaving ever again. Whiskers are the new mustache. I'll have my revenge for all the brushing. Jason Bradbury, who's that? Who's Jason Bradbury? Oh my god, yes! Ha! Yeah, especially that one. The glasses as well. Me and Jason Bradbury as a cheese. Right, let me just grab these. This is what I'm doing with ChatGPT, by the way, just so you know. I'm just kind of throwing in, give me ideas. So this is based on that title, some words that it could add. Fix flat. Okay, most of these are rubbish. Fix flat lighting. Lighting level up, 5-minute glow up, pro light tricks. I need more ideas because these are crap. Lighting hacks. Bring it to life. Looks flat, fix it. From flat to fire. Glow like a pro. Very good. Fix flat lighting is quite good. Although it's not gonna. Actually, fix flat. We could do it on 2 lines, I guess. Fix flat lighting. And we could have the fix maybe in a color or in the gradient or something. It's probably a bit too much blue floating around then. Yeah, the text needs some contrast or some sort of variation in size, I think. This is where type can be quite important. So we could have it like that, all at the same size, or do something like this. I have to see how this looks on the thumbnail view on the right, and then you go fix flat lighting. You see totally different. Oh, gadget show. Okay. Have you asked ChatGPT to roast you? I don't know, actually. I feel like I might have done, but I might not have. I've definitely asked it to do something like that. Yeah. Master lighting. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I suppose, actually, that would... Yeah, that would probably sum up the video, actually. Master. Again, do we do the same thing? Bump one up, one down. Oh, I thought you put something on my head then.
No, I'm just patting your head.
Is it a patronizing pat or is it like a loving, affectionate pat?
Be whatever you want it to be.
What font to use? Bebas Neue. That's a popular question today. I'm guessing people like the font. I mean, this is very similar to the other one, isn't it? Master it now. Yeah, same sort of central alignment. So I guess they don't always have to be central, but it does. It's like a sort of consistent theme. Obviously, just got to be careful we're not going master this, master that, master this, because I think it'll get somewhat repetitive. Let's just whip up a new version 4. Version 5, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, Heather, I am officially now. I'm abandoning design to become a Pokemon trainer. I'll have a new course out by the end of the week on how to catch a Bulbasaur.
I feel like our kids are like.
Hey?
I feel like our kids.
Sorry, you speaking to me with food in your mouth? Have you no decorum?
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, Leah, swap with Eli, please. Shut the door, please. What was I saying?
I don't know. You were eating and talking to me, and I was just expressing outrage. I'm sorry. Your time has expired.
I was gonna say.
What were you saying?
I can't remember.
Oh, goodness. I'm never going to get that 30 seconds back, you know. I'm one step closer to the end. And
I'll remember it in a minute.
do you know Daniel is the name of Jacob's son? Excellent. Level up your lighting skills. Yes, that's a nice short and sweet version as well. And again, that's the sort of thing I could A/B test. Level up your lighting skills. Level up your lighting skills in 5 or 6 minutes. I think having the app. Okay, actually, that's another good point. Must have the app name in the title. Not necessarily Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. I think a lot of people know what Photoshop and Illustrator is, which will help make the title shorter.
Warren!
Warren! Wait. There is no Warren. You got me excited, Dan. Yo, long time no see. Hey, Bengali. Bengali weebs. Do. Right.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. Someone said about you becoming a Pokemon trainer. And then I thought, oh yeah, our kids are like, alright. Our kids are like our Pokemons.
What are you eating? What is that? What have you got there? What is it? I want one. What have you got? What is it? Right, give me that. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Is that ice cream? Have you been sat there sneakily eating that? Disgraceful. Okay, right. So this is going really well. Oh, this is actually, no, this is going amazing. This is helping me so much. Now we come on to this one. So let's get rid of you. We'll put a pin in that one. That one, I don't think anyone had any comments on the before and the after. Kind of works. Just figuring out the text, but the general layout's done. This one. Oh, bugger. What have I done? Oh, that's cool. That's even better, actually. I can just switch between them. So I've got 2 sets of tabs now. That is much better. I need to get another copy of that one. New window for thumbnail 1. Drag you over there. Yeah, okay. I don't like that. I hate that. It might be just my face on it or the angles, the text. I just don't like it. I probably should A/B test it, but bleh. The band. Hey, thank you very much. Oh, hello, Tom. How's it going? Oh,
Tired, love?
oh, excuse me. Hmm?
You tired?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. I don't like the text in that one. No. Do you mean this one? Yeah. No, I hate it as well. I got to be honest. I hate it. The perspective of the image thing, the text obviously doesn't match it because the text hasn't been distorted. It's not the italicized version. There's a lot I don't like about it. Not to mention it's got my face in it. I think if I had a suite of photos that were, yeah, I think I would need to have like a little photo shoot and get a collection of images that I actually liked and then cut them out properly. Like this isn't, it's had a quick cutout, but it's not a proper cutout. So the little details, and I'm scrutinizing my face, and I've got like the neck beard thing because I think it was like 2 weeks since I shaved. It's just all these little things, and having my face as part of the design causes me a degree of stress. Hey John, how's it going, man? Oh, no worries, Tom. No worries. In fact, I think did you post a message earlier in the chat? Poppy, did Tom post a message earlier? You're not listening to me again, are you? You gone. You've bloody gone, you silly.
What do you want?
Nothing,
from
nothing.
me?
I'm just I'm just asking the question, all right? Just
What's
calm
that?
down. Did Tom post a message in the chat earlier?
Yeah.
Right, because I think I was literally, I remember you saying it, I was about to read it, and then I must have got distracted with the cat or something. I think that was when I picked the cat up and started playing with him.
Yeah, because I said, oh, there's a person called Tom, and I've not seen him chat on the Discord.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, Tom.
It
To be
might be quite far up because I had about 170
oh
messages.
my goodness. I mean, to be fair, the cat is is like a legit distraction.
What are people saying? Put Poppy on there as well.
Put Poppy on where?
Poppy's face.
On the thumbnail. No, I think Poppy's known to us lot, but I don't think she's really known sort of on the channel necessarily. And the real question is, does she deserve to be on there? I can't find it, Pops. Oh, there it is. Oh no, sorry, Tom. I replied to, yeah. Yeah, no, I did read and
Oh,
I read and replied to what you put, Tom. Sorry, I'm clearly losing my mind. Oh, goodness me.
See, I'm a queen.
What are you saying
I'm
now?
a queen.
Who's a queen?
Me, apparently. And I was a queen in my past lives.
Oh, yeah. Apparently. Our friend Mike is a medium, and he told Poppy that she was a... Well, no, you were a queen in a past life.
Multiple
and
queens.
No, you were a
Yeah.
queen in a past life, and then the other one was you were like a noble woman.
No, that was
It
your
was...
mum.
Was it my mum?
Yeah, I've been queens in like.
What,
seven
multiple
lives.
queens?
Yes.
That is bullshit.
And my husband killed me. And then there was a big revolt in the town. Queen Poppy!
Sucks to be you. Yeah, literally. Get her a corgi.
I was looking at corgis the other day.
Oh god. So am I. Your Majesty, how many girt wings would I desire?
Give me all the good things!
All the girt wings at once, Your Royal Highness.
You're the baker.
I was a yes. I was apparently a baker in a past life who was very downtrodden, and I was also a Celtic warrior, a leader of men.
You're probably like my Celtic warrior.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I was your leader.
You were my woman.
Oh, did you kill me?
And then I was also a baker. You know, mate, do you want a slice of bread? A loaf of bread. Anyway, right, stop distracting me.
Oh, Reese is going. Bye, Reese.
Oh no. All right, catch you later, dude. Thank you for your presence and your mustache. I feel like I was a slut in a past life. Queen Poppy the First. Oh no. Don't stick. I'll never hear the end of it. She'll be sat here on stream next wearing a bloody crown.
Yeah. I need
Right. Anyway, thumbnails. I've had enough of you now. You just go and you listen to your sleep token or whatever nonsense you're listening to over there.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew has put the side-eye dog
Where?
in the
No.
Discord.
No. I can't cope anymore, Andrea. This is too much.
Did you say bye to Reese?
Yes.
Okay.
John, steady on. We're not quite there yet. We're not ready for the history of Wensleydale, but we could have a recital later on. We could have an intermission and I could look up the history of Wensleydale.
Dan,
Yeah?
you need to get like a nice selection of cheeses to eat while you're talking about it. Have a little cheese history mukbang.
I don't think I would probably get away with that for PT, because if I can't sit here and just eat cheese, it's not really going to...
I'll eat the cheese.
Wensleydale cheese originated in the 12th century when French Cistercian monks settled in Wensleydale, North Yorkshire, and began making a version of the cheese using sheep's milk. Over time, local farmers adapted the recipe, switching to cow's milk and developing the crumbly, slightly sweet version known today. The cheese became widely popular, but production declined in the late 20th century until it was revived by local cheesemakers in the 1990s, helped in part by its mention in Wallace and Gromit. That's very true. So basically, Wallace and Gromit revived cheese, or Wensleydale. Wensleydale cheese is celebrated as a traditional Yorkshire product. Very good.
I could put that show on and nap to it.
Yeah. I mean, we could start should we start a new YouTube channel? Cheese ASMR.
Cheesky.
Cheesky, hello. Welcome to Cheesky. Welcome to the history of cheese. For the next 4 hours, we're going to start with a nice Wensleydale. What's happened? What has happened? We're developing some very weird staples on these streams. Yeah, you've got to put a cinnamon bun in your design work. All right. Hey, talk about cheese. Tell me the history of Gouda. Right. Anyway, thumbnail. Cheese aside. That's a really good title, John. Yeah. Beginner to pro in 8 minutes or however long. I think it's, yeah. I mean, this stream, this particular design was about 9 hours of work. I think we did 2 streams, about 2-3 hours each, and then there was a few hours after that to polish it up. So I don't know if that 9 hours becomes significant. 9 hours, 9 hours of tips in 6 minutes. Cheesky, yeah, exactly, Elaine. Yeah, we'll create a second channel. It'll be bedtime cheese stories with Dan. So if anyone struggles to sleep, just throw it on, and I'll narrate cheese to you to help you fall asleep. I mean, I feel like I learned something just now. I feel like we could all, we all, I think we all enjoy cheese, it's fair to say, but I think we can actually learn more about the history of cheese. This could be really beneficial. Like, what the hell am I doing? Okay, right, thumbnail. Let's at least start with the one that was good, similar. So I gotta grab the text, gotta grab the Photoshop doodah. Thumbnail 1. I don't know why I've got 2 thumbnail ones. That's a little bit of an oopsie, but whatever. There we go. Okay, so this is tricky. So the first one here is cool because it just looks like a visually impressive image. With this one, I think the image looks good and impressive, but the real selling point here is the transformation. Like, this looks cool, but I think it looks even more staggering when you put it up against the original, because it's such a significant transformation. And this is a tricky one. Oh yeah, this is hard. This one's hard. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is one where a variation with an arrow would be good. Or maybe the Photoshop icon goes in the middle. Sorry, I've got really itchy nose. Itchy nose. Yeah, the only problem with that arrow is that the blue one doesn't really stand out very well. Hmm. And should the logo be in the same placement? Possibly. Yeah, I know what you mean, Moosh. Okay, all right, we'll keep it in the same place for now. Yeah, okay, let's give that a go. So I think that, yeah, Yeah. I mean, this does give me scope to have text. Let's flip it round actually, because I like that nice big dark background. Okay, generate a new smart object copy. This is cool because it'll separate it from any other smart objects. So if you want to have a version of the smart object that you don't edit, I'm going to make it. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite uses of generative fill. Is I could just extend thumbnails. So if I've made content or I've got a design in portrait format, I can literally just extend it. Hopefully. Do you think, Paul, make the details bigger? Yeah, maybe. And actually, with the size difference as well, I could add extra sharpening. So at the small size, like I could make the before less sharp and the after more sharp and over enhance it, so that difference is more noticeable. Right, let's try a little technique that I like to call generative stitch. We're going to select that hard edge and see if we can get it to stitch between them, and hopefully it'll smooth out that kink. I think even just big makes. I think even just that big, that makes a big difference. Sorry, I can't read. Meh. It's all right. I can come back and mess around with that later. Sets me up perfectly for some text, doesn't it? Okay. So right, so I've got the before. I want to try and get this design bit out and simplify it a little bit. Just I don't want any elements like this that are really distracting. In fact, I've got the actual file somewhere. Somewhere. There we go. Got a very similar image for the background. So we can throw that in. Oh, the remove tool is so useful. Just get rid of that. Yeah, boom. We do cover stuff like the remove tool and the generative features in my Photoshop courses, but also we cover the proper techniques as well. I think just being dependent on generative stuff is probably not a good idea. at least if you learn some proper techniques, you can then pair it with the generative features, like you've seen with the hair in the last few streams. You know, generative fill can do a great job of generating new hair, but then to be able to refine it, draw your own, and not be dependent on just using the AI is the skills that you learn are very transferable as well. Like on this one, you know, I use the same hair drawing techniques to do the feather on the bow. You know, whereas if you use generative fill, like it does give you a result, but it doesn't. You don't learn anything. You don't learn how to use the tools, and those kind of uses of the tools can be applied to all sorts of different areas of design and retouching. That's what gives me the big advantage. Like I can't draw, I've said many times, but I know Photoshop, so I can almost, you know, use the different tools to get the result I want. I'm getting better at drawing now. I am. It's like I'm trying to work on it more because I do enjoy it. But if you said to me like draw a person, it would just be like I would be outclassed by a 5-year-old. Hey, Music Tube. I'm also learning. Excellent. What are you learning? Photoshop, Illustrator, design. Oh, I love brushing stuff like this. I love cutting out manually with the brush tool. It's so much more enjoyable on a pen display. How many people here have never used a pen display before? Like just mouse or trackpad? No, I've heard of CapCut actually. I have heard of it, and I was almost at the point of trying it out, and then I got distracted with probably course stuff. I think it was. It was a few weeks ago. It does look really good for like short form content and just adding captions and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably give it a look at some point. Right, okay. So we've cut that out. Now we've got to go convert that to a smart object. Do a big old thingamadoodah. Ah, we need that to move over a bit. There we go. Yeah. What do we think to that? And we've got to enhance the before and after now to make it really obvious at that small size. Okay, what have I done here? Okay, probably got to generative fill that again. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, MusicTube. Well, hopefully the videos are helpful. And if you do want to learn with me, I say properly, but learn with me from scratch, I've got courses and support. If you do just want to learn in the most efficient way possible, like my videos are, I like to think they're cool, but if you want to just learn Photoshop or Illustrator in like a week or two, and you're prepared to just mission through one of my courses, it's the best way to just learn it in a methodical way. Never used a pen display apart from an iPad. Oh, interesting, Paul. Okay.
Community link.
Oh yeah, I never erase. Always mask. Hello.
Someone else with community link. I've just put it up.
Oh, very good. Would you like a sticker?
Yeah. Thanks, Gert Wings.
Gert Wings. I don't know where Kerry's gone. I think he's gone to get Gert Wings.
I think Kerry's probably.
Hey.
Kerry's probably destroying some land.
I feel like Kerry's. I can imagine him being a bit mischievous. I feel like Kerry's a bit naughty.
Kerry would definitely chase you up the stairs.
Yeah, I feel like he would as well. Right, brightness and contrast is great. A great way to get a quick win. This is brilliant for bumping up thumbnails. Oh yeah, it's struggling with that divide, isn't it? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a brush tool, sample a color, use a soft brush, and I'm going to try just brushing in. This actually can work sometimes. It's a bit of a weird, silly technique. Yeah, even that. Then you can actually brush over onto the image a bit as well. So there's a before and after with the big fade. Then we're going to move you over there. So we've got a bit more space for text. Yes, you're not the first person to ask about showing my keyboard shortcuts on stream. That is a really good idea. I got as far as looking up a plugin thing, and I've just been too busy before trying to work on things and upcoming courses and content. Like, yeah, my plate is just every day is just stacked with to-do things. So it's definitely on there, but it's just getting to it sometimes. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Right, so we've bumped up the brightness of that half. And then we need to do something with the left half. Maybe actually the right half. I'm going to sharpen that a bit as well. I've made a bit of a dog's dinner of this whole setup, actually. Yeah, I've kind of screwed up my layers here a bit. After. Okay, right, let's group these. So after, we've got the fade as well. We've got 4. Yeah, let's get some layer organization on the go down. Okay, so now I've got the after done. then before, you could do something to that just to make it intentionally look not, well, a little bit worse, but to just to reinforce that divide, we want that line to be like a hard line. Do you know what I mean? Because at that small size, it's quite hard to make out what we're looking at. So I'm going to make a selection of that half. And then we'll grab curves, I think. I'll clip it to the folder, and then we could, I'll go extreme, for example. We could drop it down, underexpose it, and you can see that line becomes more pronounced. You don't want to go too crazy with it. Maybe just that. Just gonna color balance background a wee bit, just so it kind of mirrors the overall tone. Maybe. Or maybe it needs to be a bit more bluey, like the design, maybe. Like go really extreme with it. I mean, it's blue as well, so it kind of fits the Photoshop theme. Hey, Betsalil, good to see you again. How's it going? Cosmic Amusement. Oh, I've not seen you for a minute. How are you doing, my friend? It's been a while. Yeah, we could do an angled cut. Maybe an angled cut would fit the contour of the character a bit more. So, yeah. Version 8. Oops. Confuses me because I flipped it around this way. In fact, let's make my life less confusing. Hang on. Let's open this. I'm gonna flip the whole canvas, which will flip it in the document, and then I'll flip it back there. So now they're both at least the same way around. Yeah. It kept confusing me going backwards and forwards. Okay, so yeah, slightly different cut. So we're just going to get rid of the mask. And then yeah, there we go. Then we need to just add like an angled divide. Alright. Let's try. So a bit more drama. Yeah, clip it to the folder. Yeah, the angle definitely makes it a bit more interesting, I think. Yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier about angles. They could just make things visually a bit more interesting. Right. I need a title on a thumbnail text now. Yes, this background here is just all one big smart object. Oh, actually, the angle is slightly off, but I can change it so it matches the text. The italics. It's almost there. Or I could just rotate the smart object if I'm feeling lazy. And Moosh was on about the detail, so we could punch in if we wanted to. Let's go for -2. Yeah, it needs to be a bit brighter, I think. Oh yeah, I've turned the layer up, haven't I? Whoops. There we go. Yeah, it makes it just stand out a bit more. Yes, possibly. The main reason that, yeah, and the text does cover up part of it. The main reason is because this part of the character, what was I saying? I totally forgot what I was going to say then. Yeah, I want the divide to show more of the refined result rather than the original. And this has got like a lot of blur around the background, so it's good for the text to stand out. And then it keeps this sort of blue area to a minimum. It's like a tag on the end. Whereas if I had the good bit in here, I wouldn't see as much of the design. And this half here would be just a lot of blue. Hey, Arafel. Yeah, I could do. I'm not averse to swapping them around. Um, I'm literally living as if it's Friday today. It's Friday in my head. I don't know what's happened. Could we flip it? Or is that gonna... I mean, that might be a quick win. I don't know. It's gonna grab the arrow, wasn't I? Do you think what do you think to the arrow? Because we had that on the other one, didn't we? I see, this is where my consistent brain comes in, and it's like, oh, the arrow needs to be blue because it's Photoshop, but then the blue doesn't really stand out. But then the orange does stand out, but it's not Illustrator. This is the mental torment that I go through. Yeah, we could do horizontal. Oh, it's hard. What about... I'm wondering, actually. Let's... I think what I'm going to do is convert this to a smart object. I'm actually going to add a mosaic and make it not like this, but I'm going to make it look more lower res. So if someone on a smaller screen or device could see that we're sharpening and we're bumping up the quality here as well. And then I need to add extra sharpening on that one so it's super crispy at that smaller size. So let's add another camera raw filter. We'll go crazy on the sharpening. We'll overdo it almost so it looks good at a small size. Maybe texture and clarity as well. Smash those up. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Before, after. It makes it just yeah, it does make it literally have more clarity. Uh, don't match it to the software color. Okay, yeah, this is where I get very obsessive with it. Assume the orange arrow. So what do you mean for just all videos? Yeah, I mean maybe the orange arrow should be a consistent staple. That like not that it needs to be in every thumbnail, but if I do use it, you've got your software color here maybe if I need to, and then you've got the arrows, that is like the Dansky orange, so to speak, you know? So just gonna flip it, match the angle. Whoops. There we go. Let's try and get that correct. Could not complete your request because of a program error. You better have saved all this Photoshop or we're gonna have a problem. It is gonna kick off. Dansky and Photoshop Royal Rumble. Oh yeah. Poppy, Discord link, please. Fire away. Discord, Discord. It's Dansky Orange. Yeah, John, I think, yeah. It's a Dansky arrow now, yeah. Okay, I think maybe we do that then. We'll keep the arrow as orange. It's usually pretty good, actually. It will pop off a lot of things. It works off light and dark a lot more consistently than the blue, and it's just my arrow now, isn't it? Although it didn't save that, did it? So I think something has gone a bit wonky. Oh, update. No, it's been a bit weird. Why is it not updating? Obviously, Photoshop's causing trouble. Yeah, there's a few things that give me that error about thumbnails. It's really annoying. Sometimes when I try and use a gradient on an adjustment layer, it just says Photoshop caused an error. It's like, this shouldn't be happening. This, yeah, what the hell? Okay, Photoshop just needs a reboot, I think. It's having a funny crash foreshadowing, yeah. It's frustrating when one version works and then features that previously worked break in new versions. It's like I like new features and I like updates, but I don't like existing features breaking. Like the whole of 2023, the liquify filter worked on my MacBook Pro M2. Whole of Photoshop 2024 didn't work. Liquify was totally balked. 2025, it's fixed again and it works. Couldn't tell you why, but that's just the way it is apparently. Oh, catch you later, Zakir. I closed it down. It's all right, John. Oh wait, why have I opened up Illustrator? Yeah, I'm just loading it back up. I think hopefully a reboot hopefully fixes it. Nope, Photoshop's just being a dick. File, place linked. Not had any problems with placing linked files. Photoshop, place linked. For God's sake. Apparently, placing linked files is just broken. I'm not entirely sure how to get around that, but that'll probably be a restart, I reckon. That's fine. I'll come back to that one. Or I'll just go throw my computer in the sea. One of those two things. Right. Arrange. New window. 2 up. Shrink you down. I've got my nice small version. Right, the text is going to be a bit tricky because I've not figured out the actual title for the video yet. Maybe fix it fast. Something like that. Play around with the wording. Yeah, essentially the theme of the video is going to be all about taking Photoshop work that is either something you're not happy with or done incorrectly, and then just going through like the fundamentals, making sure all of those kind of beats are hit, and then you get a better end result. Oh, that might center perfectly there. Lines up with both the eyes. Oh, that is a gem. Would you look at that? See, I'm not sure why this linked file's working and the other one isn't. That's very odd. Can I place another linked file? Does it just that one it doesn't like? Here's all linked files. Oh, what? So is it just that one linked file it doesn't like specifically? It's got a thing against Pokeballs. That is very odd. I'm going to try again. What the hell? Right, okay. We'll paste a version on the desktop and we'll try and paste that in. What? Oh, wait, hang on. That's the wrong thumbnail. No, what the hell? Let me try that again. I think I might have pasted the wrong one. Oh, yeah, there it is. What? Maybe it's something in the file. Oh my god, it's not even opening it now. What? Has the file actually just become corrupted? Yeah, I think the file somehow corrupted itself. Okay. We'll go to Dropbox. See if I can grab an older version. What is it now? 4:30. So before it got corrupted, what time would that have been? 1:15. We'll restore that. Let's see if that fixes it. Restore a healthy version of the file. It's just syncing now. Hopefully it'll load up. What? That's crazy. What has happened? So hang on, it's opened the file, but it's given me an error? Okay, hang on. Right. Well, I've got the file open, so I don't know what's happened here, but I'm going to copy everything into a new document. We'll save that as we'll call it just new. And then we'll see if this pastes in. God's God's sake. There's obviously something in the file causing problems. Is it just crashed? Okay, I think I found what the problem is. This is a big part of what I have to do on a daily basis when software gives me crap like this. You have to go into troubleshooting mode and try and isolate the problem. I know he doesn't like Pokemon. Yeah, I'll set up the cursing out. Cursing out. Yeah, Nintendo's come after it. They've remotely corrupted the file. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Just do Digimon instead.
What are you saying?
Do Digimon instead.
Shut up.
Digimon's great.
You're fired.
No.
Right, I can see what it is. You see this layer here? This has got a font issue. And as soon as I click it, it's gonna crash. Yeah, piss off. Watch. Click. And there we go. Gone. So the good news is I figured out what the problem is. Now I've just got to figure out how to get it out the file. Why that layer? I don't even know what's happened to that layer. Photoshop is cutting onions. Yeah, no, it's not even the recovery file. Like I've got a recovery on my Dropbox that I just downloaded. So this is the recovered file, but something has happened where that text has become corrupted somehow. So what I have to do is I can't click on it and select it, so I have to maybe I can't click anything. No, I can. Okay. So I'm gonna move. I got an idea. We'll make a new layer. I'm gonna click. I'll select it by selecting the others and leave it, and then I can delete it. And then I'm going to save. So I didn't actually click on the layer, which caused the crash, but I was able to select it and delete it. And if I open it now, it shouldn't give me that error because I've got rid of the problem. Fuck you, Photoshop. Fuck you. Now it's not even opening the file. Do you know, I really thought that was going to be it then. God's sake. All right, we'll go and grab an older restore. I don't know when that issue happened. Oh, what time would it have been? What time is it now? 5 o'clock?
4:30.
Is it 4:30? Okay, so I need to go and grab a restore from like that one maybe. Yeah, we need to grab some goat wings. Hey, Tay. Oh, you're welcome. It's all right. We'll get it back. We'll find a way. It's not the end of the world, to be honest. It'll take me not very long to set up a new version. In fact, I might even be able to just grab these new elements and dump them into a new document. Because there's clearly something in this file that it doesn't like. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So I'm just going to grab all of the bits that I like, and we are going to get the hell out of this file. There we go. We've got a new file. We'll try this again. So it's just a case of trying to isolate and diagnose what the problem is. It's just annoying. Like, I don't want to spend my time doing this. You know, even if I wasn't streaming, it would be okay. There we go. We've saved the file. Yeah, even if I wasn't streaming, it's like if I've got a deadline or something and this happens, it's like this shouldn't be happening. It's because it's just annoying. Right, let's get rid of the dodgy file. Paste in the new one. There we go. Troubleshooting. We did it. We win. It should let me place it in as a linked file now. Pokeball. Let's see. Oh, we got there, guys. We survived. Oh, whoops. Yeah, there we go. I've forgotten what the text was. What was the text here? It was like level up lighting or something. No, I haven't. I did a Photoshop video, Paul, on like preferences and stuff you want to change when you install Photoshop for the first time. These are some things that just personally kind of annoy me a bit and things that might trip some people up, like spring-loaded tools and preferences. I don't know why that exists, but it makes your keyboard shortcuts less responsive. So I've done that before. Usually troubleshooting stuff like this is the kind of stuff a lot of people and a lot of students ask me in my DMs. So I'll message them and I'll troubleshoot with people directly. Sometimes it's a bit more complicated like this. And other times it's just a simple problem or a setting somewhere and it's kind of like, oh yeah, just change this setting and you're good to go. That's the good thing about obsessively using the software for 20 years is you kind of learn and you experience a lot of problems and you have to then go and figure out solutions. But when other people get stuck with those same things, it's like, I know what this is. Let me help you fix it. Oh, is it freezing? Right. Oh, okay. I'm loving these two on the left. I'm really liking these. So thank you so much to everyone for your help on this. Oh, this is a problem, isn't it? I've just seen that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Can't really see it. Got a list of things that need to be consistent between thumbnails. This one here, I'm not sure on this one yet. There's something that's not right. I wonder if this one just needs to be like a no text and just let the image speak for itself, I wonder. Right, let's let's find the halfway point. There we go. Get that bang on in the middle. I wonder if something like that. I suppose that was the original artwork, wasn't it? Dial down the mosaic a little bit. Could even take that and take off the color overlay. So we've got blue and blue. It's a nice little kind of oh, I need that halfway point. I should have put a guide there really. Fill a solid layer, set the left as the reference point and go 50%, and you can get your halfway point easy. Command or Control R for your rulers, snap that there, and just make sure your guides are locked. We don't want to move that by mistake, and now I've got a permanent halfway point line. Oh, there's definitely something not quite right. It feels off to the right now, even though the divide is central. It's more of the character on the... Oh, this is so flipping hard. As you can see, the versions get quite a lot, so it's good to have it in its own file that you link to the main template file. Otherwise, that template file with 12 thumbnails and 10 versions for each, it just gets insane. Right, let's... I wonder if it's just better to have this and some text, maybe. I don't know. Like it's less of a before and after style, but it just shows the artwork a bit more. And then yeah, something with the text over there. I mean, we can make this look even more dramatic by adding a iris blur. So we can click here, and this will keep everything inside nice and in focus. Drop the value down. We don't want it to be too dramatic, but it just blurs everything else outside. Which on a small thumbnail, like it's not realistic in terms of the camera sense, but on a small thumbnail, it can just pull focus to the details, like the eyes and the teeth in this case. Oh, I know what I should do. What I should be doing is I should be adding the thumbnail text in. What was that? Oh, I've totally forgotten what the text was. This is good. This is where this kind of really shines, because you get a much more realistic idea of how the title and thumbnail pair together. Oh, what was the title we did for the first one? I can't remember. Did we do a title, or was it just the existing title? I can't remember. Yeah, where's the... Let's do a comparison. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've gone off that one. So before, after. See, this is where I've struggled with the design versus the performance. This, it looks like a pretty thumbnail. But will it perform as well? Oh, I listen to all sorts: game music, orchestra music, rock, metal. I've literally been listening to Trivium for pretty much most of the stream. It's like heavy metal. There we go. All right, that's the title. Yeah, so you can kind of see the title in context now. So for this one here, make this Photoshop mistake at your peril. I don't know. I'll think of a better title. Yeah, I think so. This is kind of what I was saying earlier as well. The hardest thing, this video is like the transformation is so crazy, and it's such an amazingly important video because it focuses on, you know, some of the mistakes, and going back to, like, you have to get the fundamentals right with Photoshop and compositing. It's so much easier than people realize, but you've got to get the fundamentals right. If you don't, all the retouching in the world isn't likely going to fix that incorrectly done foundation. It's like building a house on sand. You know, you've got to build it on a solid foundation, otherwise the house is just going to collapse. And so I think that's probably the real value in this video, is it's going to show you that thing that's missing, but the transformation you can get when you get it right. It's like, maybe I need to plug that into ChatGPT, but that's the thing I've got to try and get across in the thumbnail and the title. Yeah, kind of like, without directly just saying you need this video if you want to get good at compositing and photo manipulation. But it's like, how do you, I guess it's marketing. How do you market that? How do you package this video and title up in a way that conveys that to someone? That on a homepage full of other stuff, they go, oh yeah, shit, I need to see, I need to watch that. Oh my God. Get it right. Do it right. Right way, wrong. Yes. Okay. So maybe the original before and after, like, it's obviously the wrong image, but something like that might not be. Maybe that's something to A/B test. Get it right. Yeah, or maybe don't do it wrong. Don't screw it up. What about the big mistake? Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's again, I hate the red X and the green tick because it looks a lot of the times it can be done really tackily and look really kind of just tacky, but I know it works. You're 100% right. It can work. Um, it is wrestling with that. Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't ever want to design something tacky, but I do accept that, you know, uh, you know, is my, I guess, designer personal preference more important than getting the video to perform? Like, I mean, to be fair, I am the kind of person that I bought a car with flip up headlights once. This is years ago now. I spent £1,000 on a car just because it had flip up headlights. That was literally the reason. Was it safe? Was it modern? No, absolutely not. But the headlights flipped up when you turned them on. Totally a form of a function kind of person. And then what surprised, the MOT came around like a year later and it had like 10, it failed on 10 counts. And that was the end of that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Raquel. Yeah, the big mistake is the compositing the order. Um, so here in this version, they kind of they jumped to step 7, 8, and 9 without doing 1, 2, and 3 correctly. So that is, yeah, you've got to deliver on the video, or it's just going to be clickbait rubbish. That's not going to help anyone. Hey, John. Uh-oh. Look at that face. She's giving me the death stare, the moody death stare. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we're at 5 hours. No, no, we're not.
5 hours.
We're streaming for 5 hours. I mean, it'd be so funny if I was just streaming and carrying on talking, and then Gertwings just slid into the shot. I'm going to feed me chicken while I stream.
Or we can get chicken and then carry on streaming.
No, I need to. My mouth hurts. My mouth hurts from talking for 3 hours non-stop, and my brain's melted. But this has been so flipping helpful. Yeah, this has been. I mean, I knew everyone would help me out, but like it's been so much more helpful to have even just some things that kind of seem obvious, to have people say it back to you and go,
Because they're the best.
they are the best. Yeah, you guys are literally the best. Obviously, everyone is second to Queen Poppy, but you know.
No, we're all queens and kings.
Don't try and suck up to your
True.
your royal subjects.
Remember that book I was reading?
Hey, you remember that one time when I read a book? I tune it out. I just it's just noise, really. Just background noise. Yeah, literally, James. Moosh, my brain is half dead as well, so it's a comfort to hear that you're experiencing something similar.
It's called The Audacity to Be Queen.
Ah,
It's a really, really good book.
what is?
The Audacity to Be Queen. Queen probably can like the chat. Okay.
Knight the chat. Fetch me my longsword. Shh.
I bid you, Dansky subscribers, to all the queens and kings
Oh,
of the
just
royal
stop it. What have you done? You've empowered her now. I had her right where I wanted her, and you've empowered her with self-confidence and queenship. Queenship? That's not a thing, is it? No, probably not. You go back to ignoring me now. Not even listening, eh?
What are you saying now? Vessel.
Who?
Vessel, the main singer of Sweet Token.
If Adobe came up to you and asked, we're going to let you add one feature to Illustrator as a thank you, what would you choose? Oh, that's a good question. Oh.
$1 million.
Yeah. Hello, Daniel. Well, we're going to let you add one feature to Illustrator. What feature would you like us to add? Give me $1 million. Okay, that's not really a feature. Give me $1 million. Oh. Is it cheese facts? Do you know? I think it might be. Right, ChatGPT, tell me a random fact about cheese and make it good. This is better. It's got to be good. Okay, right, you ready for this? Cheese is technically a living food. Many cheeses are still alive, with active bacteria and molds that continue to develop flavour and texture over time. Some cheeses, like Camembert or Stilton, can even ripen like fruit, transforming dramatically in taste the longer they're aged. It's basically edible alchemy. Yeah, no, that doesn't exactly make me want to eat cheese. But that was interesting. Paul, we need a soundboard. We definitely need some sort of soundboard. Cheese fact. It's time for a random fact about cheese.
Moosh says you should have made it. You should have said make it gooder instead of good. Make it gooder.
Make it gooder. Oh no. No. I can't.
Too cheesy.
Cheese puns. No, don't clip that sound.
What sound?
Look, whatever. I can't be responsible for the words and things that come out my mouth. They just happen in the moment. Let's just leave them there in the moment, and then everyone can forget about them.
It's cheese o'clock.
It's cheese o'clock. Can you do the British what? Beau revoir thing? What the hell is that? Beau revoir? What the hell are you talking about? What is that?
What? What is that?
What?
What?
I don't even know what Andrea's talking about. She's talking a load of shite, I reckon. Bottles of water.
Water. Water.
What?
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Bottle of water.
Oh, right. All right, love. You want a bottle of water? Yeah, don't you worry about that. We'll sort you out some water, love.
Bottle of water.
We got a spring around the corner. We got a mountain, spring behind it. Don't you worry. Take your pick, love. We got water for everyone.
See, Eli says bottle all the time, and I'm like, no, bottle. Bottle.
Speak properly, my son.
Water.
Or I will be cast out.
Water.
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 I can't do American. I would love to be able to do American. I would
Bottle of water.
I would never stop talking in an American accent. Hey, there he is.
Bawa wawa.
What?
Bawa water.
It's Tuesday, isn't it? All right, mate. How you doing? All right, mate. It's Tommy White. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Danny White.
Danny White. All right, mate. My name's Danny White. So today on this stream, we're going to jump into Photoshop and we're going to do some, some design work. Ready? Oh, dear me. All right, she's come to show her face on the stream.
Hello.
She just wants a wee bit of attention, that one.
Cut.
Don't put him on me. Oh, you're such a donut, aren't you?
Easy.
This is the other one today.
Water.
I've got the less chunky one.
It's the cat. Ruru.
Oh, I love the accent as well, mate. Oh, I love it, I do. Right. I reckon we gotta go get some girt wings in a minute.
Wings.
I've had a grand old time with you.
And a bottle of water.
And a bottle of water. Elaine's like, gotta go, guys, have a great day. It's like we've descended into madness. Quick, Elaine. Get out while you can.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, God, no. Personal space. It's attacking me. You knighted me, so...
Did I?
Well, probably. You knighted me and the entire chat, I think. So technically, we're all...
I bid thee, Daniel White, Dansky.
I don't think you can knight someone with a
I
pipe,
can, I'm Poppy.
pipe cleaner.
It's a flower.
Goodness me.
Good wings.
Oh, this is too much. This is just too much.
I can't see anything. Wow!
Poppy's just like, I'm live.
It's my face.
It's my face on the screen.
I'm not just some soundboard.
Our queen, all hail. All hail Her Majesty Poppy the First. First of her name.
Princess Poppy.
Princess Poppy. Lord of the British Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Dragon Mother.
Oh. Why are you leaning on me? I'm not some sort of
Oh,
chair.
what's that song? You can lean on me if you have.
I think this stream killed my MacBook Air stream. Paul, it killed my brain. 90% of that's Poppy, 10% is Photoshop. Oh, right. I need to get
Goings.
goings.
Have you shown everyone your hat?
What hat?
Your Dansky hat?
Yeah,
I bought you.
yeah,
for
they've
Christmas.
seen the hat.
Ooh,
Oh,
gong.
mini gong.
That's great.
Right. Get off me! Stop attacking me! Right, I'm gonna. Ugh.
Cheese on your knees.
Excellent. Very good. Right, it's been amazing, guys. It's
Yep.
Thursday today, isn't it? Yes. So yeah, have a good weekend, and I'm gonna go and eat some fried chicken with this one, and
With a swan?
we'll Poppy ASMR.
Did you say with a swan?
I might have done. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some chicken with a swan. Oh yeah, it does kind of sound similar, doesn't it? Poppy ASMR.
Wings. Oh, what's the one?
Say-
I don't have
you
any
have to
now.
stay into it. Finger licking fried chicken.
Finger licking fried chicken. Bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Oh, funny. Swan emoji. Ah, amazing. Right, well, we should probably... You need to get back over there now. You need to do your job and post the link in the chat. You need to post the link to the courses. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this stream. I do also teach Photoshop and Illustrator. I'm not a complete clown. Get it. You're being silly. Stop showing up. Get back over there and promote the courses. I need you to send the link.
There you go.
Goodness me.
Oh no, my computer's died. Oh no.
That's my Caesar, Heather. She's gone. She's peaked.
There we go. You need to know why you have a bust of a monkey.
My mum got me that for Christmas, actually. Like basically like Caesar. What are you laughing at? She's gone. She's gone. We're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to sort her out. We'll roll the trailer or something. I'll dunk you in the ice bath.
No.
That'll calm you down, won't it? The back of Dan's head. Need a picture of that. No, don't want the back of my head. No, why do you want a picture of the back of my head? It's probably all wrinkly. I'm gonna make a concerted effort now to never show the back of my head.
No. Dan's mum she gets the best presents. She's so good at just getting random but amazing presents.
Well, it's like the wolf's head in The Office. She got that as well. Yeah, it's insane. She likes getting me animal heads, doesn't she? Obviously not real. But anyway, right, I'm gonna go. Here's the trailer, and Poppy, you've linked the courses. Have an amazing weekend. You're all lush. We love you. See you later. Bye.